Shut up and play.
Hello, I'm Jethro,
I'm Lisbeth.
and you're watching
Shut Up and Play.
And this is an episode of Game Chat.
Chat.
Game Chat, chat about game chat, game chat.
What are we chatting about today, Jethro?
Oh, Lisbeth, where are we going at the end of July?
At the end of July, we have made the crazy decision to go to Gen Con.
What?
What is Gen Con, Jethro?
Well, like you told me last time when I asked you this question for PAX, if they're watching this video, I'd rather know what Gen Con is.
You're probably right. For those of you that may not know, or maybe are just stumbled across us, Gen Con, in December of last year, we went to PAX,
Yes.
PAX Unplugged, which was a very large. Second year we went tabletop board game convention event. Gen Con is the one that happens in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we made the crazy decision to do that this summer for our vacation. Variety of personal reasons. This is our vacation.
This will be a fun vacation.
It will be a fun vacation.
Usually we go to the beach.
We do.
But this time, instead of going to the East Coast of the United States, we're going to the middle of the United States.
Middle.
Not quite the middle, but...
Sort of. We wanted to go back to PAX, but then we heard that PAX in 2025 is the same weekend as
the Philadelphia
Marathon. So, the area down there is going to be mobbed with people. And we went, it was busy last year. What else could we do instead? And I went, hey, do you want to go to Gen Con instead of PAX in 2025? And my husband looked at me and went, oh, you do that?
Yeah, yes, he did.
And I went, sure, why not?
Of course, you think about it, we were concerned about going to PAX in Philadelphia because there'd be too many people. So instead we decided to go to Gen Con because that's small.
But it's a little bit more spread out. Philadelphia is really kind of compact. And
this is true.
Last year there was enough people there just with PAX. All right, so what else are we talking about today?
Well, what are we going to do at Gen Con?
In Gen Con, we're going to check out many, many publishers, vendors. We're going to hopefully play games with a bunch of people that we don't know. Games that we already know how to play, maybe games we want to learn how to play, or we want to see, hey, would this be a game we'd want to know?
And are we going to buy any games?
Yeah. Yeah, our vacation budget is definitely expanding to allow us to probably bring home more games than we probably should.
And can we afford to buy more games?
Well, because it's part of our vacation budget, yes.
No. Are we going to buy more games anyway?
Yes. We've done pretty well, though. We have been keeping our shelf of opportunity kind of trimmed down.
That's actually very true.
I don't have my list in front of me, but I know for the ones that we got at PAX, there's maybe...
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
That's a different video.
Sorry.
Don't share all the good stuff on this one video, because then we have to come up with...
I know what we're doing in this video, but I feel a little in the dark in this video, so...
that's okay, because we're winging it.
Okay.
So that means this video, of course, is going to be, since we're going to Gen Con, this video is the top 10 games we want to check out at Gen Con.
You know, there's a lot more than 10 on this list, right?
The top 27 games we want to check at Gen Con.
A lot more than 10 on this list. How did we come up with this list?
Well, simply, so it's very important you don't judge a book by its cover. That's something that's been stressed to everyone as they grow up. Never judge a book by its cover. Board gaming, however, is a completely different story. It's the only thing you have to judge it by, so... We went through BGG, and thank you, BGG, for providing that wonderful services that you do.
Yeah, I was a little frustrated with the Gen Con website. The PAX website had a whole thing of vendors, and you just went through that vendor list, and it took you to what they were going to be introducing and potentially bringing to the PAX event. Gen Con didn't have that, but...
Not that we could find,
but BGG had it, so that's where we went. Same idea. We went to the vendors. What's their games that they're bringing out or just brought out that will be new-ish at Gen Con? Well, I know a couple that I am semi-familiar with.
So again, thank you, BGG, for providing that information to us. So, without further ado, Let's get into the list. What's first on our list?
There's no particular order. It looks like you kind
Actually,
of...
they're in alphabetical.
I was going to say, it looks like you did it alphabetical except for the very last one.
Well, there's a reason for that. And
All
we'll
right.
explain that when we get to the bottom.
So the first game, Above and Below Haunted.
Yeah, we're going to run through these pretty quick, actually, even though we have 20 of them. Yes, Above and Below Haunted.
Are you bringing up pictures eventually somewhere
Yes,
down
they're
here?
going to be a picture probably somewhere right
Anyway, so
here.
I'll show you the cover, the box cover. 2 to
Yes.
4 player count. It's a dice rolling game and city building.
Yes, it looked interesting.
Dice rolling. Jethro ought to be terrible at it.
Yes, I will be. I certainly will be.
All right.
What's next on the list?
Critter Kitchen.
Okay, this was one you picked.
Yeah, this is one I picked. This one I saw being played at Mepicon, which we went to in April.
Oh, yes.
And it's a 1 to 5 player worker placement. Little critters working in a kitchen. That's as much as I know. We know very little about these games other than some basic things.
Or For the Emperor.
For the Emperor.
It's a card game. Who do we see doing this one?
Before you play.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, that's correct.
I don't know if you saw Thicker Themer play it or not.
I'm not sure.
But anyways, it's a 2-player game. I tend to take particular notice of any game that is specifically 2-player because there's 2 of us that typically play most games. We saw this one being played through on somebody's channel.
Yes.
It is, like Jethro said, a card game specifically.
And then what's next?
Oh, Galactic Cruise. This is another one that was at PAX.
Yeah, Galactic Cruise. I'm sure you've all heard of it. It's become very popular.
Got the big shuttle-looking thing on the. Oh, well, you probably have a picture of it somewhere. Sorry. Yeah, whatever.
I'm really bad at this.
But it was out at PAX, so as much
Yes.
as it's going to be new again, I don't quite know how it all works. It's going to be a
Yeah,
Gen Con.
it may have just been I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It was on our list of things that we were interested in for PAX,
Yes.
but we had so much else that we had already done that we never quite got to it. So it's on this list for Gen Con.
Correct.
Next, Grand Central Skyport. 2 to 4 player. You have nothing written about it.
I have nothing written about it, but the cover was steampunk, so I was like, ooh,
That
very
is
interesting.
Steampunk, pirates, both
Yes.
those things. He will definitely, historical type things, he likes all of that.
Correct, yes.
And
So,
usually they're good games, so I don't mind. Oh, Hedge Mage, 2 to 4 player. We've seen this one played somewhere that truly you're doing territory building, that you're trying to build hedges and claim areas, and that's the extent of what I know.
that appears to be all we need to know.
Looks like an interesting game. High Tide,
Ooh, High Tide, yes.
another 2-player game.
Yes. It's an abstract strategy game. And I remember reading about it and thinking that was neat, and now my mind has turned itself off, so I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
Jethro went through the list first on his own,
Yes.
and then we sat down together and went through it a second time. That he showed me what he picked, and I added a few. Most of what he picked, if he picked it, I went, okay. And I didn't pay close attention to what it was. Again, I was a little frustrated that I couldn't do it the way we did PAX, but that's okay. Holiday Hills, 2 to 5 player. So I think this is a Christmas theme one. I'm
Yes.
hoping it's about that one.
Yes, it's a Christmas theme one.
I like Christmas themed things. We have Boop the Halls.
Yes. We want to get our hands on Santa's Workshop, but
We do. I don't know where it
I don't
is.
know where it's at anymore.
Inferno.
Ooh, Inferno's a strategy game for 1 to 4 players, and it looked really neat, so I put it on the list.
Okay. Boy, you did judge these by the cover, didn't you?
I judge everything by their covers.
Kinfire Council.
Yes, Kinfire Council.
2 to 6 player.
Yes. It's a city building game. And that's all I got. It just looked neat.
See, when we did this for PAX, I knew a little bit more about the games. Again, I definitely said yes to this one because it can be up to 6 player, which
Right.
we like 2 player and we like 6 player.
Yes.
Lightning Train,
Oh.
1 to 4 player.
Come on, lightning train.
Yeah.
Look, either it's a lightning train that moves really, really fast, or it's a lightning train that shoots lightning out as it moves. Either way, you got trains and something cool. So,
I feel like Thinker Themer
oh yeah, somebody
introduced
else.
this one as well.
Yeah, you're
That
right.
we looked at and went, that looks really interesting.
Yeah, so lightning train is on our list.
Why? March of the Ants Evolved Edition, 1 to 5 player. This was all you.
Yes, it was all me. It's a
Yeah.
strategy game.
Yeah.
It's definitely a strategy game, and it involves ants. So, what more do you need to know?
Okay. Do you have any magnifying glasses? That you
No
Okay.
magnifying glasses.
Orbit.
They're not real ants either.
Orbit, 2 to 4 player.
This looked interesting. This is a racing game. The artwork I thought was very interesting. It's what I'm about to say next I hope is true because it's what I remember. It's sort of a Galaxy Trucker-ish artwork.
Okay.
That type of style. It just tickled my fancy, so I put it on the list.
Okay. Pillars of Hercules.
Yes, Pillars of Hercules.
1
this
to
looks
4
fascinating.
player.
This is also a city building. And I just like the way it looked. Hopefully we'll check it out and see if it's really as good as it looks.
Seems to be your thing.
It is.
Portamentals, 2 to 4 player.
Yes.
Adventure, dice rolling, one all win a lot.
Yes, you are correct. And yes, this looked interesting as well, and I don't remember why.
Quartermaster General South Front.
Oh, well, it's a war game.
2 player war game. That's all we need
That's
to
all
say.
you need to know. If
And
it's a war game-
Quartermaster, so it's definitely an older war game, so even more so.
Yep, I mean that's all you need to know. It's a war game.
Yep.
I'm checking this thing out.
Oh, red letter, yellow letter.
It's easy for you to say.
It really isn't. This is a 2 to 12 player. It's more of a party game. Again, some of the party games I get very interested in because then we can play it with our adult kids. And this one, again, I wish I could remember. I remember reading the description of it and going, oh, that sounds like it could be very clever.
Yep, you should look it up though because it looks pretty interesting.
Don't remember. Reverent?
Reverend, yeah, this was a science fiction game.
Revenant?
Revenant.
I was to say, yeah, it's not Revenant.
Revenant.
Revenant. Science fiction 1 to 4 player.
Yep, and that's why I picked it because it's science fiction.
Okay.
And I'm a sucker for science fiction.
Rival Cities, another 2 player game.
Yes, this was political and industry, so automatically hit
2 player checks my box, political checks his box.
pretty much.
We do it and we'll check it out. Shackleton Base, A Journey to the Moon.
Oh,
1 to 4 player.
how can you not pick Shackleton Base Journey to the Moon? It's science fiction, it's strategy, it's the moon. That's all I need to know to want to check that one out.
Okay. Sprocket Forge, 1 to 5 player. One you picked.
I picked this
guarantee you
one.
I looked at the cover and I went, yeah, he picked this one.
It's an economic one. It may also be steampunk, but I could be making that up.
Could be.
I think it is.
Twinkle Twinkle.
Twinkle Twinkle. I've sold this. This was. I'm sorry. Continue.
That's okay. 1 to 4 player. You
Yeah.
go.
This was supposed to be at PAX. For
Okay.
some reason, I thought it was at PAX. I think it was on our PAX list. I can't remember now.
And
but,
we didn't write down the publishers of any of these.
well, I know All Play is Twinkle Twinkle, so
Okay.
I'm looking forward to checking that one out. It looks very interesting.
Yeah, we definitely need to add more details to this list. 'Cause-
Yeah, next time we do this, we'll add more
Yeah.
details. It's much more fun to just wing it.
Yeah. Viking Root, 1 to
Oh.
4 player.
Vikings.
Yeah, true. Vikings and pirates are 2 themes. Vikings, pirates, cats, dragons. They're themes we usually we'll try and check that game out.
We're Vikings. What do you know? The Terrors of the Sea.
War for Atraxia.
War for Traxia. It's a 4X game. Explore, expand, exterminate.
I have no idea.
Oh,
It's
come
2
on,
to 4
Jeffrey.
player.
Explore, expand, some other third thing, and exterminate. It's a 4X game. That looks
Okay,
very
it's a
interesting.
4X game.
What is the third X?
I don't know.
Explore,
I
expand.
don't even have my phone here to look it up.
I know. I don't need it. Explore, oh, come on, Jeffrey.
You're
No, you can look it up. You all have Google.
Wunderwaffen, 2 to 4 player war game.
War game. It's German. It's World
Oh,
War
is it?
II.
Oh,
It's German.
Wunderwaffen.
It's a war game. That's all I need to know. I'm going to be knocking on the door going, let me see the game.
All right, so what's this last one?
All right. Okay. So this last one is called Gibberish.
The word game of language invention and civilization development.
All right. So this is a word game. I first heard about this. I want to say the Thinker Themer ladies were talking about it. Well, I could be wrong, but I think it was though. Anyway, basically, you have this group of people. Well, you don't have a group of people. We have ideally friends or complete strangers.
Well, it is 3 to
you
5
want to
players, so I'll be interested to see us
Yes.
being able to play it because to find a 3rd or 4th or 5th person is challenging. We have 4 adults.
Josh and Tanya will like this,
Okay.
especially Josh.
Okay.
So here's what you do. You come up with 18 words. You invent your own language and come up with 18 words in your own language. It's just language you just make up. And then you play the game and you've got to guess what's on these cards solely using the language you invented. And then you you take that and you build these newer, even more words until you develop your own little language that you can talk to each other in. That is just based on what you came up with. And this game sounded absolutely fascinating to me the way it was described.
And it's supposed to be at Gen Con?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was on the Gen Con list.
Okay.
Now, the reason it's on the bottom and not alphabetical is because it actually has a Japanese name first in the list in BGG.
Oh, gotcha.
So when you put it in a spreadsheet and you say alphabetical order, it puts Japanese last.
Okay.
So that's why it ended up being last. But it looks like an absolutely fascinating game, and I'm very, very excited to check it out. I really hope we get a chance to play it at Gen Con because I really want to check out and see what it's like.
Okay.
All right.
So
that was 28 games.
Just what we picked, looking at the list based on a little bit of criteria that's important to us. Again, I apologize I didn't take the time to find out our different publishers and know a little bit more about it, but we go to Gen Con how soon?
2.5 weeks.
Very soon.
Hey, it's much more fun to just race through them and not have a clue what you're doing.
That's what, yeah.
I lived my whole life that way. It's
you
fascinating.
wanted to do. Yeah, you race through your life.
All right, I meander through my life. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I meander. All right. So, hey, like and subscribe.
Because then you'll get notified when we actually go to Gen Con. We'll
Yes.
shoot some video while we're there, I'm quite sure. And after Gen Con, we will, of course, do the obligatory creator-created Gen Con haul.
Yes, we will.
We'll show you what we
Because
actually
you're
bought.
required by law to do that, just like you're required by law to make the video we're making right now.
That's right. If you are a tabletop board game creator, these are the things you have to do.
Yes. It's part of your contract.
Yes. Now, we broke our contract a little bit in the fact that we filmed this particular one with one of our games in front of us, and we're not going to talk about this game at all.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the absolutely amazing River of
But
Gold game that we're learning. So
we've
we can
learned
show
this one
you.
and want to play it again, so we didn't want to pack it up, and this is what we do.
Yes, we didn't
are-
want to pack it up.
A little bit more. This is our life. Do anything else?
There is, and I don't remember what it was, so I'm going to say no.
Okay. Well, this is what we anticipate to check out and potentially purchase at Gen Con. And
We're definitely going to check them out. I doubt we can afford to purchase them without putting them the second mortgage on the house. But
oh yeah, no.
hey, I'm willing to try.
Well, I mean, we came home with
I came up with 20 games from PAX.
20 games from PAX, so this list
Yeah, I
is
guess
only
you're right.
28. So
What's another 8?
we did pretty well with sticking to our list. I mean, there weren't a lot that we walked by and went, "Ooh, what's that?" We kind of went.
Except
for,
Cat in a Box, that was neat.
Well, that was 2 years ago.
Oh, right, good. That
2 years
doesn't
ago,
count.
we didn't have a list.
Yeah, we didn't have a list. We just meandered.
Yes.
Hey, if you see us at Gen Con, feel free to come up and say hey.
Yeah.
We'd love to say hi and see how you're doing and see what you're up to. And
We'll even try and remember your names and do a shout out on future Gen Con
yeah,
game chats.
what are the odds of me remembering somebody's name?
I hope to have my notebook and I'll write things down.
She and I were married for 8 years before I stopped calling her, excuse me, miss. I'm not good with names, and I apologize ahead of time.
Anything else?
I guess that's it.
All right.
On that note, I'm Jethro.
I'm Lisbeth.
Today's a great day to
Just
shut up and play.
Bye. Shut up and play.